to our channel, Where to Next. This is Miss Johnny here, and we are going to talk about passports. Often I am asked, how do I apply for a passport? Where do I get a passport? Where can I get a passport application? How do I apply for a passport for my children? What if my children and I, father, are no longer together? And I'm often asked, what is the process for applying for a passport? So I decided to do a quick video to be able to walk you through how to apply for a passport. This video is for adults, and I will cover another video for children. Let's get into it. So you're going to first want to go to travel.state.gov. Once you get to this website, of course, you're going to see it has various links that you can go to, whether it's U.S. passports, international travel, U.S. visas, but we are looking for passports. So we want to click on Get a U.S. Passport, okay? We are going to be discussing how to get a passport as an adult, and we're specifically talking about applying for the first time as an adult. So right here where it says Get or Replace a Passport, if you are a first-timer applying for a passport as an adult, you're going to click there. If you're applying for children, of course, you would click on the link that is applicable to your situation. But for this video, we're talking about, once again, applying for the first time as an adult. So I'm going to click this one. Once we click that hyperlink, it will take us to this page. Apply for your first adult passport. Yay. Okay, so you can read through the information to determine whether or not you meet the requirements to apply for a passport. And then, of course, within these hyperlinks, there is a link for you to be able to fill out your form online and print it. Okay, you are going to want to make sure prior to scheduling your appointment at your passport agency that you do have proof of your citizenship. Okay, you're going to want to make sure that you have your photo ID. You want to make a copy of that. And if you have any special circumstances, you're going to make sure that you have evidence for that as well. Okay. So we're going to go to fill out your form online and print it. So, of course, you would want to read this Privacy and Computer Fraud and Abuse Acts notices and disclaimers. Once you've read that, you're going to click it. I have my passport. I've been through this before, so I'm going to go ahead and select that I've read it. I'm going to hit submit. Once we do that, we're going to go fill out online and print. Now, the form that you'll be filling out is the DS-11. You're going to fill out this form in its entirety. Now, one thing about this form, this is not an online application. I repeat, this is not an online application, and you can see it here in bold. You can fill this out online and then print it. You're not going to sign it until you are at your passport agency, right? You have to take an oath, and then you'll sign it in front of, the passport acceptance officer. But you're going to fill this out, and you can print it, or you can just print it and, fill it out by hand. So we're going to go through it so you'll just see how it's done. First name, we're going to say Happy. We're going to call her Happy, okay? So her name is Happy. Her middle name is Ever, and last name Travels, okay? So we have Happy Ever Travels here, and we're going to give her our birth date of January the 1st, 1980. Now, this is demonstration purposes only. City of birth, we'll just say Atlanta, okay? Of course, you're going to put your country of birth there, and then you have to put your state of territory. We're going to put Georgia. Social security number. All right, we'll just use some random numbers. Okay. For sex, we'll say female. We're going to make her 5'7". Hair color, we'll say black, and we'll give her brown eyes. Occupation, well, we're going to say travel advisor. That's an awesome profession, right? Absolutely. And the employer or school, it is not necessary, but you can list it there. You're going to want to make sure that you fill out every field that has an asterisk, okay? Click next. You see that it takes us to the next page. So it wants to know, where should we mail this passport? Well, we're going to mail it to 123 Main Street. Again, this is just for training purposes only. And we're going to say Atlanta, Georgia. Keeping in mind, country still should be the United States. It's populated before. And we're going to make the state Georgia. And we'll just say 300113. Okay? So, in care of course, you will put the person's name that you would like for this passport to be, mailed to. So this is who the mail will be addressed to. So typically you would see this if you have a child applicant, okay? And you're going to enter whether or not this is your permanent address. Now, one thing that I do want to say, you want to make sure that the address that is on your driver's license or your ID is the address that you put on this form. Why? Because this is where your passport is going to be mailed to. It's going to give you an option for your preferred method of communication. We're just going to say both, right? And then you'll enter your email address. Okay, we're going to say happytravels@yahoo.com. Okay, you'll confirm the email address. You're going to put in the same thing you put in before, happytravels@yahoo.com. And then you're going to enter your phone number, no spaces. It's 404-333-1123. Okay? You're going to let them know, whether or not it's your home, work, or cell. We're just going to say cell because almost everyone has a cell phone now. So the date of your trip. Now, on this application, it is going to ask you about your known travel plans or your anticipated travel plans. Shameless plug, if you're looking to book a trip, feel free to contact me, Miss Johnny. I do have a travel business. I am a travel agent. So we're going to say we're going to go on a trip next month, right? 02/14/2025. The return date, let's just say 02/17/2025. And countries to be visited, well, let's just say we're going to go to the Bahamas. Make it easy. Okay. You'll hit next. Now, it's going to ask you for an emergency contact. Who should we contact in case of an emergency? You want to put someone there that you know that, honestly, if you had an emergency, this person will be able to be a great point of contact for you. And we're going to say Mr. Travels, okay? Let's just say first name is going to be Mr. Last name Travels. And we're going to give him an address of 231 South Main Street, okay? And we're going to say Marietta, Georgia. Okay. Telephone number 770-234-1212. Make sure that you have a phone number for this individual and a working number. The relationship to the applicant, we'll just say father. Okay. Click next. And your most recent passport. So you will answer whether or not you've had a passport before. And you will select what is appropriate. But if this is your first time applying, you're going to say that you've never had a passport before. Next. Okay, so this is where you will have to fill out the applicant's parent and spouse information. Okay, so if that parent is unknown, you would click unknown. And for here, since we put father on the other, we'll just say that the father name is Mr. What do we name him before? I think we said Happy Travels. If not, just work with me. Mr. Happy, last name Travels. And date of birth, we'll just say 03/12/1950. Place of birth, we'll just say Newark. All right. Sex is male. Yes, as a U.S. citizen. Okay. Has the applicant ever been married? We'll just say no. Okay. You'll click next. If you have been previously married or had any previous name changes, you would add it there. If not, you're just going to skip over it and move on. And here, once you get to the end, you'll be able to see everything that you have entered, so that way you'll be able to go back and check it. Okay? Go back and edit it, proofread it, make sure that you don't have any errors. Then you'll click next, and this will tell you what your passport products and fees are. So what the passport products and fees are, pardon me. So once you get to this page, you're going to have to select whether you would like to have a passport book or a passport card. Okay. I would highly suggest that you get the passport book. You can get both of them. The passport book is what you'll need, because the passport card cannot be used for international air travel. Okay. Now, you can use the card when traveling into the United States from Canada or Mexico, or the Caribbean and Bermuda at land and border crossings or seaports of entry. However, I highly recommend that you get the passport book. That way you don't have to have any issues for international air travel. Okay. So you want to select the one you want. We want the passport book, but of course you choose what you would like. And then you will select your delivery method. You want it with the standard delivery, 1 to 2 days. Okay. And as you can see, it says that 1 to 2 day delivery is not available outside of the US. And if any additional searches have to be done, of course, you would click there for a file search. Okay, we'll hit next. Now, this page tells us how to submit it. Okay, so what you'll do is you're going to locate your facility or agency nearest you, find your local passport agency. Okay, so once you do that, you're going to schedule an appointment, because you have to appear in person. You're going to bring your ID. You're going to bring a passport photo. You're going to bring the correct amount of your passport fees, $130 for the passport book. You're going to also bring $35 that you'll make payable to the acceptance facility. And then you're going to also make sure that you have proof of citizenship. So that's going to be your birth certificate or a natural certificate of naturalization, consular report of birth abroad, citizenship certificate, or if you previously had a U.S. passport, you'll bring that as well. Now, keeping in mind that we cannot just submit this form online. You have to print the form and then take it to that acceptance agency. You're not going to sign it. You're going to wait until you have taken the oath before the acceptance officer. You'll give them your fees. Those fees cannot be in cash. There are some agencies that will accept credit card, debit card, checks, and money orders. Okay? So research your facility to see what form of payment they accept. And that is the end of our video. I hope this helps you be able to understand how to apply for a U.S. passport. And once again, thank you for joining me. This is Ms. Johnny of Where to Next. If you are looking to book your next vacation, feel free to drop a comment below. Happy travels. God bless.